From the heart of Nigeria's legislature to partnerships shaping Africa's future. This is Nilds 360, bringing governance closer to you. I am Habiba Muhammad Salih. Within the period in review, the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, Nilds, continues to lead conversations on youth democracy, policy, youth development, and continental cooperation under the stewardship of the Director General, Professor Abubakar Olariwaju Sulaiman. During this period, Nilds strengthened its commitments to youth leadership. The Institute pledged support for the 2026 National Builder Summit after hosting the leadership of the Africa's Future Builder, led by its Director General, Honorable Nasir Lawal. Also, Nilds deepened its African footprint. A delegation from the Eastern and Southern African Management Institute paid a courtesy visit to the Institute, with both sides committing to expand collaboration in legislative capacity development, executive education, and research across Africa. The Institute also signed MOU with Gender Mobile Initiative to roll out the Lead Fellowship for Young Leaders. Nilds is taking governance beyond the chambers and onto the green. The Institute signed a strategic MOU with the Ladies Golf Association of Nigeria in preparation for All Africa Challenge Trophy 2026. Professor Sulaiman described sports as a catalyst for economic growth, gender inclusion, tourism, and Pan-African relations.
Sports perform other vital roles of nation building, of international cooperation, of international relations, instrument of foreign policy. And that is exactly what we are doing here today.
A key highlight of the initiative is the innovative Sport to Business Investment Pavilion, themed Africa's Trade in Abuja, designed to link with enterprise and investment across the continent. Over 30 African countries are expected. Academics also took center stage within this period. Nilds and the University of Benin renewed their MOU, expanding the collaboration to include 2 new doctorate programs: PhD in Law, Policy and Legislation, and PhD in Social Science, Politics and Governance. The Director General, Professor Abubakar Sulaiman, called it a milestone for research and human capital development.
Through this renewed partnership, Nilds and the University of Benin reaffirmed their commitment to academic excellence, quality, postgraduate education, cutting-edge research, policy development, and the advancement of democratic governance in our country.
Moreover, in partnership with Yakubu Gowon University, Nilds launched the Talent Incubation Hub Pilot Initiative, a campus-to-career, campus-to-venture, and campus-to-nation building platform to drive youth employability, entrepreneurship, and leadership. And to deepen legislative knowledge, Nilds hosted a public lecture on eco-currency and monetary integration in West Africa, implication for Nigeria, delivered by His Highness Khalifa Muhammad Sanusi, CON, the Emir of Kano. The lecture provided a platform for eminent academics, distinguished parliamentarians, diplomats, development partners, and other critical stakeholders to undertake a robust examination of the opportunities, challenges, and practical realities surrounding the ECOWAS Single Currency Initiative. In his presentation, the Emir of Kano stressed that while the vision of the eco-currency is laudable, its successful implementation must be anchored on sound economic fundamentals, institutional readiness, fiscal discipline, and deeper regional trade integration.
The ultimate objective is not a common currency, but a more prosperous, connected, and globally competitive West Africa. How should we judge the ECO? Judged by its contribution to these 4 broader developmental outcomes: deeper regional trade, greater economic resilience, increased investment and industrialization, and a stronger global influence.
Speaking also at the lecture, the Director General of Nilds, Professor Abubakar Sulaiman, noted that it was important for Nigeria to ensure decisions on monetary integration are guided by research and national interests.
For our country, Nigeria, which is the largest economic in the region, this proposal to have a common currency necessitates a rigorous, evidence-based assessment.
Furthermore, Nilds, in collaboration with UN Women, held a capacity-building workshop for female aspirants for federal legislative seats, themed Leveraging Digital Technology and Access to Electoral Justice to Enhance Women Political Representation in Nigeria. The workshop equipped women with tools for digital campaigning, strategic communication, political engagements, and Nigeria's electoral legal framework. Also, in furtherance of governance reforms, Nilds inaugurated its Anti-Corruption and Transparency Unit in partnership with Independent Corrupt Practices Commission, ICPC, a bold step to strengthen accountability and ethical conduct within the institute. The Director General of National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, Professor Abubakar Sulaiman, also delivered a goodwill message at the presentation of a collection of essay, Readings on the Legislature, a book written by the former Director General of Nilds, Professor Ladi Hamalai.
I therefore welcome this publication, and I commend the author for the wealth of information it will provide on this subject. I am sure that the target audience of this book will find it indispensable for the study of the Nigerian legislature. I will recommend the book into the curriculum of legislative studies across all levels, and also for the legislatures, legislative areas, parliamentary staff, and all policymakers in the legislative space.
From humanitarian policy to sports diplomacy, from doctoral programs to youth empowerment, Nilds continue to shape the future for legislative and democratic governance in Nigeria and across Africa. Thank you for watching Nilds 360. For more updates, follow us on all our social media platforms. I am Habiba Muhammad Saliu.